home court advantage. You want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs. We've seen a lot of teams, Ernie, start off strong. Where are they now?
Do you want rest if you're a frontline player? If you're a guy who's playing a lot, do you need some rest before the playoffs?
You know, a lot of people answer that question, and if you played more than 8 years, yes, you need rest. If you're a young player, such as Freak, you don't need rest.
No, you may have players coming back from midseason injuries, but you need to get them back into the flow. But you got to get your playoff game face on. And you know who had the best game face playoff?
Alonzo Mourning?
No, this guy next to us. Show him your game face.
Alonzo had a good game face, too.
Stop it. You look at this guy's game. Look at this guy's game face. Show him.
Let me see your game face.
You know what, Kenny? I lost it. I can't do it
Let me see your game face.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. Here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. The Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. They're down in 10th place in the East.
And they've had some problems against these guys this season, just 1 and 2 against them. So it would be a big boost for their confidence to get the win and even the series tonight.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've struggled against them at times. So, like you said, to finish the year even at 2-2 would mean a lot to this group. And it would also feel like they came out on top. Sometimes a tie feels like a win.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Boston, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Amir Johnson is out there with James Johnson. And it's Sullinger in at the 5. Now here's Freak. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Freak. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Johnson in the corner. From the baseline. Here's Sullinger. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Love kicks to Freak. In the corner, it's James. Pass to Freak. There's the triple. They grab their own miss, and it's denied.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Johnson with it. Guarded now by Irving. Bradley against LeBron. And it's Johnson penetrating. He sinks the 11-footer.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
LeBron passes to Freak. Takes it from 10. Off the left rim and out.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
James dishes to Freak. And another miss by Cleveland.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Johnson in the corner. Sullinger the screen. Johnson kicks to Sullinger. And stolen by Love. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. That allows you to get out in transition.
Bradley, no one around him. Can't capitalize on the good pick. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Freak with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Lakers. Three-pointer. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Johnson, the pass to Johnson. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now, here is Irving. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Lakers. Freak. No luck. Good work defensively by Johnson.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Freak. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Clock at 6. Fades back. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And so here's Cleveland. It's a 13-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul.
The turnovers keep coming. They're piling up. It's been a very sloppy start to the game for them, but you know what? They're still in control, in the driver's seat right now.
They are, but they should be up by more. If they could just keep a handle on the ball.
Here's Freak. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers played really well. He ended with 22 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Plays it up and banks it in. Freak's got 4 this quarter.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's LeBron after Jared Sullinger's bucket. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Freak.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Thomas a screen. Bradley with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Bradley sets the pick for Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Young with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 5 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've clearly
fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
At the elbow, it's Bradley. The kick out to Young. Thomas gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Freak dishes to Love. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Sullinger the screen. Outside Bradley. From outside the arc. And the basket good. Bradley's got 9.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Now here's Freak. 9 points in the game so far. Fires the three. Can't hit.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Cavaliers making a switch here. Verajau's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Mickey's checked in from Amir Johnson. The feed to Freak. It's stolen by Bradley. For the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Here's Bradley. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 7th assist in the game.
Scoring well here at the midway point, and now they're starting to put some distance.
Oh, he hits it. How about that shot? And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Just a fantastic game for Bradley. He has 14 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And, Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Johnson in at the three, the small forward. Mozgov with the bucket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W again. The Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Freak. Here's Love. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The shot by Thomas. Nice shot from the wing. Thomas got 6.
Cavaliers timeout.